Next, there is one theorem, statement only of this theorem. There is no proof in our syllabus. What is the theorem statement of this theorem? If the partial derivatives fx and fy exist in neighborhood of x0, y0 and are continuous at x0, y0. What is given? Fx and fy exist in neighborhood of x0, y0. This is the first condition. Second condition, what is? Both these partial derivatives are continuous at x0, y0. Then f is differentiable at x0, y0. This theorem we will use for solving examples. What are the two conditions? Partial derivatives, both partial derivatives must exist in neighborhood of x0, y0. That is some neighborhood, and both are continuous at x0, y0. Then f is differentiable at x0, y0. Next theorem. Proof is also there in our syllabus. What is the statement? If f of xy is differentiable at x0, y0, then f is continuous at x0, y0. The second condition, fx at x0, y0 and fy at x0, y0 both exist. What is given? F is differentiable, and then we have to show f is continuous, and fx and fy at x0, y0 exist. That is, partial derivative exist. First, we will start proof. What is given here? Let f of xy be differentiable at x0, y0. This is given. First, we will show f is continuous at x0, y0, and then we will show fx and fy both exist. Now we use definition of differentiability. By definition of differentiability, we can write f of x0 plus delta x, y0 plus delta y minus f of x0, y0. This difference can be expressed like fx at x0, y0 into delta x plus fy at x0, y0 delta y plus epsilon 1 into delta x plus epsilon 2 into delta y, where epsilon 1 tends to 0 and epsilon 2 tends to 0, as delta x delta y tends to 0, 0. Denote this by equation 1, denote this by equation 2. First we will show that f is continuous. For this, we will take limit on both sides of equation 1. Taking limit as delta x delta y tends to 0, 0 on both sides of equation 1, we get limit delta x delta y tends to 0, 0 of f of x0 plus delta x, y0 plus delta y minus f of x0, y0 is equal to limit delta x delta y tends to 0, 0 of fx at x0, y0 delta x plus fy at x0, y0 delta y plus epsilon 1 delta x plus epsilon 2 delta y. Now observe at the left hand side, this is the first term and this is the second term. This second term is independent of delta x delta y, therefore there will be no effect of this limit on this second term. On the right hand side, delta x, in this term there is delta x which will become 0. There is in second term delta y becomes 0. Here limit of epsilon 1 is 0, so this will become 0. Again limit of epsilon 2 is 0, so this will again become 0, and we will get limit as delta x delta y tends to 0 0 of f of x0 plus delta x y0 plus delta y minus f of x0 y0, which is equal to, on the right hand side each term will be 0, so I will write here equal to 0. Now we shift this term to right hand side and we will get limit of f of x0 plus delta x y0 plus delta y is equal to f of x0 y0. Here delta x delta y tends to 0 0, and which is the nothing but the definition of continuity. Therefore f is continuous at x0 y0. One correction in our statement of our theorem: there is no second part, that is fx and fy both exist. Only we have to show f is continuous at x0 y0. So we have completed this. So this completes our theorem